2, 1.
Well, it's
Holy
already
shit.
live, so your countdown
No,
was a little
it was
off.
right. It was on 1, not after 1, is what it was.
Sorry. I'm pushing.
You're
the
dumb. You're dumb.
No, you.
Wolves of Broad Street. What fucking? Who's that?
I don't know.
Bryce
Harper.
Dude, we're gonna talk a lot about Bryce in just a second. I just got to push this pod. Oh, dude, my voice is so shot. I've been doing more talking in the last 2 days than I have in like a year and a half.
Really? Why? You don't just stand
talking
on the
to
back?
people.
Oh. Are you participating?
Yeah, man. Just sniffing out stories anywhere. What's with the hair doing? You look like a scrub. Clean yourself up. Bob comes in with criticism. Yeah. Bob comes in with criticism before the show even starts.
I haven't even said anything of like takeness yet.
No, not at all. and I think
and the Victor Williams thinks I have nice hair, so you can fuck
perfect.
Off, Bob. Yeah.
In that case, I mean,
3.
Yeah, let's get it going.
2, 1. Philly!
Hello, everybody. Hello, Philadelphia. Welcome back once again to yet another edition of the Wolves of Broad Street podcast. As always, my name is Ryan Conway, and joining me here is my illustrious co-host, Sam Glavin. And, of course, we have our producer behind the glass, the one and only Seamus G, chopping up the highlights, making things happen for us on the back end, putting us out there to an even wider audience than we already have. Thanks to our wonderful leaders, Victor Williams and Drew Smith, here at the Liberty Line, libertyline.com. Liberty Line Podcast Network at Liberty Line PHL. Sam, we have so much to talk about. Joel Embiid with some exciting news. The Phillies are a little interesting right now. And of course, we have training camp. But since the only team in town that's in season right now is the Philadelphia Phillies, let's start off with that. What's going on? Because we were very excited. The Phils were hot, and then now maybe not. What's up?
I just need to make one thing like super clear before we even get into the right, like just breaking down the Phillies and whatnot. Everybody needs to calm down. All right. The Phillies just came off of a week where they played the Dodgers and the Reds. They're two of the best teams in the National League right now. So I don't know what everybody's so up in arms about. We're missing Rhys Hoskins. We're going through a bunch of injuries, like in the bullpen and stuff. Like anybody who expected to take either of those series was kidding themselves. Yeah, I know we were coming off of like a big win streak. Everybody's high on the Phillies. So that's all good. Like everybody needs to just relax. This team is going to be fine. Rhys Hoskins needs to come back. We need that aspect in our lineup. Bryce Harper can't do it all, even though he is right now, which is unbelievable. Aaron Nola's got to work out some kinks. Like everybody just needs to calm down. We have literally one of the easiest schedules coming up. We're going to play the Diamondbacks, which is the worst team in baseball. They're like 28 and a half games back. And we're going to be playing them like 7 of the next 11 games. So
7 of the next 11 against the Diamondbacks?
I'm pretty sure because we play them away. So we're away this week against the Diamondbacks. And then next week, which is where we're probably going to be at with Seamus G, they're going to be playing the Diamondbacks at home. Yeah. So it's going to be fine. Like the rest of the season is fine. Mm-hmm. We just need to win the games that good teams put away the bad. I said this last episode. Good teams put away the bad teams. They put them in the dirt. So that's it. Like the Phillies just need to do well against the Diamondbacks, which I'm sure they will. Hopefully it's not another Pirates fiasco like it was before the big win streak. But it's gonna be fine. I think Aaron Nola is gonna figure it out. Literally, aside when I watch Aaron Nola, which is when he does his best. So this last loss in Aaron Nola's performance is on me because I didn't watch. Every time I watch Aaron Nola, he pitches phenomenally, and I didn't watch it last time because I was fixing my car.
This is true. This is true. Yeah. I can't confirm that this is a pattern we've discussed throughout the season, and it's been pretty much accurate. But yeah, my counterpoint, Sam, is Aaron Nola blows. He just absolutely blows. He is
a sick counterpoint, dude.
It's a well thought out. It's a well thought out point. Because, dude, I'm sorry. I thought this guy was supposed to be our ace, and I understand 10 straight strikeouts this year. He was wheeling and dealing against the Dodgers with the rain delay. But from who's supposed to be our ace, obviously Zach Wheeler's been incredible and has surpassed that. But it's not like it was ever a close competition this season. And I've just been wholly disappointed in Aaron Nola.
Honestly. Oh yeah, I'm fully disappointed in Aaron Nola. I just think I think it's getting blown out of proportion. I mean, last year he was okay. Like, he wasn't Cy Young, Aaron Nola like he was 2 or 3 years ago. I can't even remember. I guess that was 2019, maybe 2018 or 2019. I can't remember.
2018, honestly.
Was
Feels
it
that long
2018?
ago. Could have
Wow.
been.
All right.
Long
Well,
time ago.
yeah. He was. I mean, he's got good stuff. It's just a matter of when. I think it's all got to do with focus, really. I think because if you look at all of his good games, he has fastball control, and when hitters see that he doesn't have fastball control, what are they going to sit on? They're going to sit on his break. They're going to sit on his curveball. They're going to sit on his changeup. Not going to swing at the fastball if he can't throw it for a strike. So they're going to sit on the slower stuff. And when you sit on the slower stuff, you get hit around. Honestly, the thing that's amazed me most about Aaron Nola is his inability to get 1, 2, 3 innings this year. I mean, he's had so many times I've seen where he's gotten 2 outs right off the bat, and then let walk somebody, and then base hit. Like there's numbers for it. I was listening to it on the radio this morning. Somebody pulled up the numbers. I couldn't remember what the exact numbers are, and I'm not a numbers guy.
No,
but there's like an actual stat of Aaron Nola with 2 outs. They're batting something in the 300s, which is ridiculous. So, and it all has to do with his fastball control. It's all fastball control. If he's controlling his fastball, they have to be ready for 90, 93, 94, 95 with movement, along with the other stuff, not just being able to sit on the breaking ball,
Yeah.
So that's it with Aaron Nola. I mean,
yeah, his stuff is filthy. I mean, we saw that 79-mile-an-hour knuckle curve when
it's gross.
Those first 4 innings against the Dodgers was it 7 strikeouts in 4 innings.
Yeah,
and I love Aaron Nola. Regardless of his, not regardless of his performance, but he's had more good performances than bad performances in a Phillies uniform.
Yeah.
Outside of this season, obviously, it's been the latter. But you can tell he's got the stuff. I don't know if he's just like And I hate to, steal your thing. I don't know if he's got it up top right now with with
he's got it up
just,
here,
everything going on right now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the minor controversy, perhaps. There's just a lot of shit going on. So that could definitely be one of the explanations. But I just like to see better, and I know you would too. But
yeah, exactly.
Who we have been seeing a ton out of, obviously, is the one Bryce Harper, number 3 for your
Bryce Harper.
Inside the park home run.
The best clip. I'm so glad we got that live on there. Shout out Stumps, man. I freaking love that guy.
That was great.
Yeah.
So
he's been on an absolute tear. I mean, it's just tough to explain. I think he's got to be up at least in the top 3 or top 2 for MVP right now. I mean, he's killing it on all fronts. He's first, I think, in the NL and OPS. He's like over 900 in OPS right now, which is unbelievable. He's getting walked 2-3 times a game, and he's still hitting, which is, I mean, I think last series he was in like 200s for the series, but he was getting walked so much. So much. I think the last game he got walked at least 3 times, which is unbelievable. Yeah. And then he had a sac fly too. So he only had like 1 or 2 actual at bats. He had the difference between plate appearances and at bats, right? Yeah, I'll have to explain that to you. But so I think he only had like 1 or 2 at bats that game, which is crazy. Yeah, because he got walked and he had the sack fly, which also doesn't count as an at bat.
Which is wild, but go for it.
It is. Well, it makes sense.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
It makes sense. It's the same thing with the bunt.
It's a good strat.
Yeah. You don't want to get just because you're doing something for the team. You don't want to get your batting average penalized for that.
Balls in play, dude.
That's it. That's what he's doing. The amount of strike. I think he's on like a career low or something like that for strikeouts at this point in the season. Like he's been really, really good at putting the ball in play, and Absolutely. He's been just when I tried to I couldn't articulate this into words in my in the article that I had for I think the Mets preview. It was he has been putting balls in play even when he's getting out. He's absolutely roping the baseball. Like over 100 miles an hour pretty much every time. I mean, he's phenomenal. He's just seeing absolute beach balls at the plate right now.
It's crazy.
It's phenomenal. It's so good. It's so fun to watch too, because you get up. Like there are very few players in the MLB where you go like if you got to go to like the bathroom or something, but you hold it. Like if Bryce Harper's coming up to the plate,
yes.
And every time he swings and misses, it's like, oh, damn, like he just missed. Like, because just
Yeah.
the manner that he steps up to the plate is phenomenal.
His approach is so aggressive, and it's what we need from him. But what's great about it now is, like you said, that decrease in strikeouts is that's really the one big flaw in the modern game of baseball. Like,
Oh,
obviously, so many people go for the power and everything, but then that, of course, comes with an increased strikeout rate. But Bryce is hitting for power, he's hitting for average, and he's not striking out. At least in this back half of the season, that's juiced the numbers tremendously. Like, because not that he was playing poorly before the All-Star break, he wasn't at all. I mean, he dealt with some injuries, he wasn't amazing. But then you see him after the All-Star break, just the way that he's taken it up to another level. It's been incredibly impressive. And honestly, I mean, he's put himself in the conversation for NL MVP, without a doubt, in my mind. I know there are some other contenders. And obviously, we also have Zach Wheeler in the Cy Young conversation. That would be pretty cool. But what are the odds you think Bryce comes out of this? If he continues on this trajectory, do you think that he can potentially win it?
Or? I think it's going to be tough now that, I think Trey Turner and Max Muncy, now that they're on the same team, I don't know why I have this feeling, but now that they're on the same team, I feel like their hype is kind of quieted down just because I don't know why I feel this way, but just because they're on the same team, I think that that
makes sense.
They're not in the same threshold as Bryce Harper or Fernando Tatis, who just came back. That was my only thing, really. It was Fernando Tatis came back and picked up right where he left off. I mean, his first game back, Tatis hit 2 home runs. Like, the kid is unbelievable. I wouldn't hate to see him win the NL MVP. If Bryce Harper doesn't win the NL MVP and Tatis continues to keep playing the way he has been, even after that injury, he should win it. I mean, he is just a phenomenal baseball player, and hopefully the MLB can see that they need to market towards that guy, which is because he is fun to watch, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, they do, and they totally market towards Bryce Harper too, because everything I see, like in an MLB post, there's like a picture of Bryce Harper too.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's been like their golden son since he got drafted almost. I mean, obviously Mike Trout came on but they don't. I mean, they market him.
They don't do it with Mike Trout, but he is the least marketable baseball player for no reason. I mean, and I know we're not talking about Phillies right now, but Mike Trout is the greatest baseball player that we've seen in this generation, and they're not marketing him correctly at all. And I guess maybe it's like partially his fault. Like, I don't get it, because I guess he did re-sign with the Angels, and didn't go and play anywhere else to try and win a championship, which blows my mind. I don't know.
Such a loser vibe, dude. This is another reason I don't want to claim him as a Philly guy.
I know.
Another reason I don't want to claim
him. It makes me so hesitant because I love seeing him get hype at an Eagles game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, dude, you're like from this town. Like, you should go try and win a championship or something.
Like somewhere. I mean, we would have loved to see Bryce and Mike on the same. Remember when that was a real?
That was an actual thing for a while. Like, when he was a free agent, and it was a year after I think that we had gotten Bryce Harper. He was a free agent, and I was like, dude, he's coming. Like, he loves that. Like, there was actual evidence of him like gonna like maybe sign with the Phillies, and I was like, 6 World Series is in 7 years. Like, if we get him, like, he's phenomenal. But yeah, he's just really not marketable. I don't really know why, because he doesn't really have a personality, really. Like, Bryce Harper's got a personality, and Mike Trout just doesn't. He's just a meathead that just rips nukes and plays a phenomenal outfit. Like, he's a 5-tool guy, and he's just not a marketable guy, I guess. I don't know.
He's not. It's so odd. It's like the only. Literally, he does all of his talking on the field. That's literally all he does. He does no other kind of talking, and that's great. But when it comes to the marketing side, I mean, you obviously would like to have,
dude. I unfollowed him on Instagram. I'm like, dude, you're boring.
He's like, I unfollowed him on practice. Here I am with my wife and kid. Here I am in practice again.
I'm not gonna say that, but every other thing is, what I was gonna say. But
because it's a common criticism.
Yes, it is. I don't know what it is. I think it has to do with his confidence. I don't know, but it's like
he might have low confidence.
I don't know, and I can tell you a story about that off the air. Confirmed story.
That'll be for the Patreon subscribers. We don't.
Yes. No. what was I gonna say? I forget. Oh yeah, every other thing is him like with New Balance or Nike or body armor, and that's it. Like I'm like, dude, like come on, give me something. Like, I
Get
follow.
another
It's crazy.
brand deal. Like
Yeah,
sign with someone else. Bring back the fighting bracelets. Mike Trout could bring those back if he had any kind of personality.
he has zero. I don't know what it is, man. He just
It's
doesn't have it.
crazy.
I don't
It's
know.
crazy, man. I don't
Anyways,
know.
we're way off topic right
We
now.
are, but
Um,
hey, man, hey, we're talking baseball, and that's
yeah,
good for baseball.
it
And
is.
I want what's best for baseball. I really do.
Oh, but speaking of, I know we've been trashing. If we're gonna trash baseball for marketing, we have to give him some credit for that Field of Dreams game. It was phenomenal.
Dude, yes, I was
So
actually gonna be my next
good.
question.
Yeah,
Just
so good for the game. It was the most watched regular season game in the last like 16 years or something. I heard that on
yeah,
the radio today too, and they did a phenomenal job. I think the lowest ticket price was like at least $2,000 because it was just stadium, like just the
yeah,
back, just it was like an old stadium. Like the stadium that I play up the road here, which that was built in like the 30s, was built the exact same way. Just
yep.
stands in the backstop. That's it. And they had that there. I guess they can sell those for like $2,000, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a phenomenal baseball game. It
Dude,
was
that
just
game was
such
sick.
a good baseball game. A walk off. Of course, it had to end up as a walk off home run. I mean, why wouldn't it?
Dude, they juiced the balls. MLB juiced the balls for that game.
I don't care.
No, I don't care. I'm just,
yeah,
I don't care either. I'm just saying, like, and it worked. It worked.
it
juiced
totally
them more.
did. Just seeing that ball like sail into the corn, it was such a spectacle.
Dude, I loved the tweets of the highlights, like Tim Anderson with the 3-run corn shot.
Corn shot. That's right.
A blast into the corn. I'm like, oh, that is so awesome. That is just
cool.
so incredible.
Well, it just reminded me so much of playing because I keep bringing it back. They call the field up the road for me, which it's literally 2 seconds. I can walk there. They call it the PA Field of Dreams, and there is a literal cornfield in the background. So they're in the outfield. So
That's
like there's
electric.
the fence, and then there's the cornfield. So if you hit a bomb, like you're not getting it back. Like
that's a corn shot.
Yeah, it's a corn. It's a literal corn shot. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, it looks like a dinger at Limeport Stadium. Like it was very, very cool. Big. And the opening ceremony that they had for it with Kevin Costner, oh my gosh, it was phenomenal.
Love Kevin Costner.
It was so great. And he came out of the corner. He was doing all this acting. He was just looking around. He was all ominous like. He was like with the sunglasses on, took the sunglasses off, like, oh, is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. I love that movie.
And then they come out of the corn.
Yes, it was so cool.
Players crushed that, by the way. They absolutely crushed it.
Yes.
The whole walking together, like, dude, that was be fully honest with you, full disclosure, never seen the movie. Or at least if I have, maybe I did, but it was like so long ago, and you
have to watch the movie, and then you have to go and rewatch like the beginning ceremony of that game. I have it saved in my Twitter thing.
I've seen the scene where they, come out through the corn. Not to spoil a 30-year-old movie for anybody listening, but the ghost
you have
of
to watch it. It's got Ray
ghost
Liotta.
Of Michael Jackson comes out or something, and it's just an interesting baseball spectacle, family friendly tale of redemption. And speaking of a tale of redemption, Sam, or one that probably won't happen this season, Alec Boehm, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
He's been ooh, man, his defense. He is broken mentally right now. I'm serious. I saw a video, like a leaked video of them practicing, and he got a ground ball. He made the play, and then the next ground ball that was hit to him, he just totally botched it, and he took the ball and like spiked it into the ground. And I was like, oh man, he is just beaten. Like he is so mentally defeated right now. He hasn't played. He's not playing tonight either. He hasn't played in, I think he's played in one game in the last 7 days. I saw on Twitter today. So they're done with him. And you know why? Because Ronald Torreyes is out playing him right now. Like
Roto. I'm sticking with Roto.
No, I like toe better.
I don't like toe. I don't like how you hit the T so hard. You're like toe. Dude, headphone listeners right now are like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You're gonna get
RIP
tinnitus.
headphone listeners. Yeah,
Yeah, the actual joke there was listeners, but regardless, Ronald Torres has been absolutely incredible for the Phils. And I remember like maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago, even you were like, "All right, guys, if Ronald Torres is your best hitter, like for an extended period of time, you're in trouble." But
yeah.
which made perfect sense at the time because nobody expected this from him, and now here he is, like absolutely crushing the baseball, getting the ball and play, dude, just poking him out into the gap.
Talk about
Ronnie
a guy who doesn't
baseball.
strike out. That guy
I
never
love
strikes
guys that
out.
don't strike out. I love plate
Never.
discipline.
Yeah, it's phenomenal to see. I mean, it is so cool to watch him. He just pokes ball. He's not the best hitter on the team, but he just puts balls in play. He just gets the job done, and he's a clean fielder. He's just everything the Phillies need right now. But honestly, you see it on Twitter. It's like a joke. Oh, where would the Phillies be without Ronald Torres? No, where would the Phillies be without Ronald Torres? Like,
Dude, I don't know.
actually, because he's saved them in a bunch of spots, defensively and offensively.
Maybe like Gene Segura at third, Nick Maton at second. Pray. Like,
I've never been able to wrap my mind around the fact of like Gene Segura, who has the best arm in the infield, playing second base. I've never gotten that.
I don't get it either, but he's great at second, and him and Didi, have they have a solid rapport there. They have some good chemistry. Didi isn't really.
Let me tell you, I'm a little bit out on Didi right now.
Yeah, a lot of people are, and
I'm pretty done with him. I'd rather Maton get the reps.
I would too, honestly. I mean, no hate to Didi, but some hate to Didi. Just it's been tough.
He hasn't even been that clean in the field recently either. Like
he hasn't.
He has been horrendous at the plate.
Putrid.
Like really bad. So I don't know where we stand with Didi. I think Didi is I think he's hit the decline, from just a old guy standpoint. I don't know. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. I know.
That is really sad.
And Kutch is back too, which is cool. And he's actually been good. I mean, he's been just about as moderately average as you can be as a guy his age. He's still kicking.
Yeah,
and he's just
still
a good
kicking, man.
Good piece in the lineup to have. Honestly, this lineup just needs Rhys Hoskins back. That's the bottom line. I mean, hopefully he doesn't come back and it's like a 0 for 30 cold streak again because he hasn't played in like 3 weeks. But Bryce Harper needs some help. He needs a Rhys to start driving him in. Yeah, we can move on.
No doubt about it.
That was a long Philly segment. If you want to,
dude. Hey, talking Phils, talking baseball, talking everything, man. But we can go right into the doghouse. Brought to you by Wide Plank Floor Supply. Visit their website at www.wideplankfloorsupply.com. Get a recommendation for a contractor. Get a quote. Wide Plank Floor Supply. If it's wide, they've got it. Sam, I'm going to kick off the doghouse today because I'm a little pissed off. I'm a little fired up.
Go ahead.
I'm putting Ben Simmons, not Ben Simmons, but his PR team in the doghouse this week for that horrendous tweet from his trainer going, "What other point guard has this in their bag?
So bad.
Making live reads off the dribble. Like, this guy can hoop. Watch out." And it's like Ben getting guarded by someone who's like 5'10", so genuinely a foot shorter than him. And then, some bum sets a screen for Ben. He goes around, but then his defender follows him he fights over the screen to follow.
Who goes
Ben,
over that? I don't understand who goes over.
You go over a screen if the person can shoot the basketball.
Right, and he can't.
That's the only
why that's never going to happen for him.
No NBA defender would ever follow him over.
That's what I meant by like who would go, like I meant to say who would go over for him. Like
nobody.
I was saying, like, in my head it was like I would never, if I was guarding Ben Simmons, I would never go over. I would go under because he cannot shoot the basketball. So just to clear that up.
And
but yeah,
of course it ends with a dunk. It's a dunk highlight. Honestly, the rim looks low
with the wrong hand. Might I add?
Of course, of course,
because he doesn't know what hand he is. He doesn't know if he's left-handed or right-handed.
I don't know, man. I don't know what Ben Simmons' people are thinking putting out this video. Like, you have seen him get absolutely wrecked in the media, on social media, all different platforms, people from all different walks of life, absolutely ripping Ben Simmons in any possible forum for the last 4 months, 3
So
months. It's brutal. And everyone goes, I better not see one of those off-season workout tapes. I better not see that shit. I better see, and if it is, I better see a jump shot or foul shots.
I
And
didn't. Yeah, I wanted to see foul shots. That's what I wanted to see.
not only did that happen, or it was the worst possible kind of video. It was not a good workout video. It was like, and the caption totally is hyping up Ben to be some kind of next generation level point guard for literally dribbling around a screen and dunking.
Yeah.
in
I don't
practice.
get the whole thing behind, oh, he's the next generation. Like, he's in the current gen. He's a veteran at this point. Like, when are we gonna see this next generation thing? Because he is in the current, like, we're in the current times right now. Like, he's a vet. He's not a rookie anymore. Like, we're not trying to develop this guy anymore. Like, he should be what he is. He is what he is right now. He's not going to get better. I'm sorry. I don't.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. I really, really don't. And I used to think that he was like, oh, like, he's going to get better. Like, his first 1 or 2, even the third year, 4 and 5, which is right now, I'm out. But it's. I don't think he's getting better. Because if you wanted to get better, he would have been better by this point. This is year 5 or 6, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm out. I'm out. We are in the current time of Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is a seasoned veteran by this point. I'm done.
2 or 3 time All-Star. Right? So. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you and Ben Simmons obviously have a complicated. Actually, it's not complicated at all. It's pretty straightforward. It's literally F Ben Simmons. All my homies hate Ben Simmons except me. Except now I also hate Ben Simmons.
Yes.
But I'm not even mad at Ben for the video. I'm not. He didn't post it.
Yeah, but it's people posted his account. Like,
he still has not on his account.
Oh, it wasn't? I thought it was.
I don't think so. His trainer tweeted it. From the trainer's account.
Got it.
So I get he's trying to gas his boy up, give him some confidence. But like, dude, have you not been paying attention for the last few months? For the last 3 years, have you not been paying attention? It's ridiculous. So Ben got totally shafted, and his name obviously got thrown around, got dragged through the mud today. Rightfully so for all the other stuff, but that video didn't need to get posted, especially not right now. You can hype him up in different ways, but that video, and if that's what Ben needs to get hype is praise on social media of mediocre basketball, then that's another story. But
Ben Simmons is not built for this city either. I wanted to throw that in there as well. He's just not.
Does Ben Simmons get it in Philadelphia? No. 610-632 call in.
Stop.
Jackass. All right, Sam, who do you have in your doghouse?
I've been debating whether or not to use this one for a couple weeks now, mainly because I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about basketball like my comrade Ryan does. But I'm putting Daryl Morey in the doghouse because of the sheer lack of movement in that office. Like, is he dead? Like, what is he doing? He hasn't made any moves. Who is that guy? That Kuminga guy? I don't even know who that is. Like, and
Kuminga's not even a Sixer.
He's not. I thought we got him. Who did we pick up then? Who did we pick up?
Nobody of note.
Okay, so for some reason I thought he was a Sixer, but
no. He's on the Golden State Warriors and goes by the cum bucket, which is a whole other issue.
Oh,
that alone is doghouse worthy.
But yes, totally. Not to steal the floor from Daryl Morey at all, but I'm just waiting for something to happen. Even just like a small move, like the Andre Drummond move. Like that's been 2 or 3 weeks past by this point. So I don't know what he's waiting for, and I need to see Ben Simmons moved the F out of here. And I need Damian Lillard on the squad, man. Like, come on, dude, make some moves.
I don't think you're wrong, and Maxi's been putting on a great audition for the Portland Trailblazers.
He is like chop liver right now. Like, he's gonna get shipped out of here so quick. for
So sad.
in a Ben Simmons trade. It's sad because I love the kid. But dude, do it now. Like, come on, figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, I get you, man. I get you. Although there is the one big move that did break today. Not really bringing anybody in, but we'll cover that right after this ad read. Thank
Yes.
you for listening to the Doghouse. Me and Sam, of course, giving you our Doghouse picks for the week. Brought to you by Wide Plank Floor Supply. Visit their website at www.wideplankfloorsupply.com. Get a recommendation for a contractor. Get a quote. Wide Plank Floor Supply. If it's wide, they've got it. Sam Glavin, Joel Embiid is a Sixer for so much more time than yesterday.
Yeah.
He signed a 4-year, $196 million.
That's a straight bag. That is a bag.
Super max. Get the bag. I love it. It's a great move. We saw Joel and Daryl Morey playing tennis at Drexel, and I was like, hey, Daryl, get your ass in gear.
Yeah, get it in gear.
Get your ass in gear. Stop playing tennis with Joel Embiid. I guess Joel was negotiating on the court.
Hey, I mean,
but
that's pretty cool.
He did negotiate the deal himself, although I don't know how much negotiation there is to have
there didn't need to be much
contract extension. That's what's great about and that's another great thing. Well, just real quick with the CBA and the Players Association having those scaled contracts. It's easier for players who don't have any legal or contract experience to be like, give me that one because these are the options and I'm the best. And they're like, yeah, here you go. Here's the most amount possible. And he's going to be making $43 million a year on average annual value. I'm pretty sure that's the number. I'm also not great at math.
Wow. Yeah, dude, you're asking the wrong guy. Like, I don't know. So that's pretty cool. I do have I don't mean to rain on the parade because it's obviously a great day for Embiid and the Sixers organization. And but where do you think he signed a 4-year deal, right?
Yeah.
Where do you think he's gonna be at health-wise, physically in 4 years? Do you think we've already seen peak Joel Embiid?
No. Well, maybe. But I don't think that's the end of the peak. I think there may be a plateau of dominance.
And then a
plateau of dominance, and then who knows? Maybe at 32, his knees are shot. He's had enough. He's tried and perhaps failed, or maybe not. But
yeah,
that leaves the team in a great spot for when he's 32. And if he's shredding it at 31, we sign him to another deal. Like it's that simple. So
yeah, I'm just waiting for the point of where. Excuse me, while I try and replug in my Mac because apparently it hasn't been charging this whole time. I'm just waiting for the point where he just can't feel his knees anymore, and then we'll just be golden. Because that's at the I'm at the point in my career where I just don't feel my knees anymore. It's totally fine. So I know I'll regret that later in life, but I still can't plug this damn thing in. What the hell is going on?
Jesus. Oh, is because it's the new Mac with the
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
lightning.
It's maybe the adapter is getting in the way. And also it's not the magnetic kind because I got the new computer.
It's
the new computer. So annoying that I can't just like wave it in front of the thing because I'm a lazy prick.
At night, you're like leaning over, you're trying to get the plug into the side of the computer, and you just can't. It's not fun. It's not fun. No, it's not fun.
I need to like figure this out because my computer's gonna die. So go ahead and talk about Joel Embiid for a second, or whatever else you want to talk about.
Well, here's the thing: is that I do want to. I was gonna ask the question, but I can monologue a little bit. So Daryl Morey signs Joel Embiid to this massive deal, and we see guys in the Liberty Line writers chat going back and forth. Did Joel sign because he knows Ben is gone? Or did he sign because he knows Ben is staying and he wants to stay with Ben? There's a lot of like kind of trying to read the tea leaves, or from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, reading the beans, trying to see what's going on with this relationship, because we saw him after that playoff series where he pretty much was like, I don't know what happened. Joel was like, I don't know. He didn't throw Ben under the bus, but he did everything but.
Yeah. He did not come to his defense in the slightest.
No, and nor should he have. Like, what could he have possibly said?
Absolutely not. I would have called him out on bullshit if he did.
I would have turned on Joel Embiid like that if he was like, Ben tried. I mean, he literally didn't. No. That was the one issue.
Who came out and did say that? Oh, Ben tried. Was it Was it Howard?
Danny Green and Dwight
Danny
Howard,
Green.
one of whom is
Danny
not
Green
here
and
anymore.
Dwight Howard. Yeah. And I was like, who are you? You guys suck. Like, what are you talking about? Like, he's terrible. I can't. I don't even want to get into it. Hey, Bob, you can leave if you want. Like, that's
Show
cool.
just got so much better.
You can,
rocked,
can.
dude.
He's been on my ass the whole show. And
Dude, I bet you Bob hasn't even told one person about the podcast. I bet you Bob
not once. It's just for his own selfish gain.
It's for his own selfish gain. He doesn't want us to grow, because if we get more listeners,
then we'll ignore him.
Not ignore him, but ignore him.
Ignore him.
Yes.
Yeah. I hate even giving him the time of day on the show. Let's stop.
Dude, we always do this. We always talk about Bob on the show. Oh, he told everyone he knows. What's that? Like,
now I feel bad because I'm being a dick.
Your mom? No. Huge fan. We're huge fans of yours too, Bob. Look at that. Yeah. That's love right there.
I take most of the things that I said back. You can be the judge of which things that is.
I'm gonna leave it all out there because the things I've said to Bob are horrible. But no. Yeah. Sam.
I hate the NBA. What?
I hate the NBA. I despise the NBA. No, but dude, I tried to watch some summer league last night. Couldn't do it. LiAngelo Ball.
No.
Like, I tried.
Okay, wait. We went on a tangent in baseball. Let's go on a tangent for the NBA.
Let's do it.
The whole LiAngelo Ball thing is psychotic.
Like, leave it alone.
I don't get it. I don't understand the hype around it. All my friends from high school have been such like ball family like suckers.
Are they ball hogs?
And yes, is that? Oh, see, I was trying to come up with something clever, but I know I should just leave it to you for that.
I stole that from Tom Segura, so don't even worry.
Oh, okay.
This is one of his specials, but
no, I know that's special. I just didn't know that was a thing that was called for Lonzo Ball or like the Ball family fans, but
that's what they are now to me.
Okay,
fuckers.
That's cool. So ball hogs. LiAngelo Ball, there's a reason he hasn't gotten a contract yet. You know, like, and he's got the Ball family name working for him, and he still hasn't gotten a contract yet. And this whole thing where everybody used to like post his stat line, no matter what it is, thinking that it's good. Like, oh, he had 10 points. Oh, he had 16 points. Yeah. Did you look at the part where it said Summer League? He's not going up against guys that are NBA quality. This is basically the G League, but like a little bit better. And did he get cut from like the G League team that he played for last year?
I don't even know. Just play like got a count. He didn't even make the G League.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of these guys, I don't think even make the G League. They come for Summer League,
and I don't even think LaMelo is even that good. You know, he just has the ball in his hand the whole time because he plays for Charlotte, and Charlotte.
LaMelo is really good. LaMelo Ball is really good. He's really good. I mean, he's not like, oh, look at me, I'm the MVP of the league, but I mean, he's really good.
He's good. I thought he could have got.
He's gonna be incredible. I'm telling you right now. If he can stay healthy and do everything right, he's gonna be incredible. LiAngelo Ball actually impressed me, you know, with just his post move. He has more post moves than Ben Simmons. That's a fact. You can quote me on that.
Everybody does.
Has more post. I have more post moves than Ben Simmons. I know Seamus G has more post moves than Ben Simmons. He likes to back someone down from 20 feet from the basket.
Yes.
Turn around, pull up, long two, swish.
I'll tell you, Glavins are just absolute pricks on the basketball court. Like,
I know,
because it's just not in our blood, and but we're competitive by nature, so we want to win. So
we gotta figure it out.
So we just figure it out. And I tell you, my dad played in a league in Bucks County after he graduated college, and just with some guys that he lived with out of college. And interestingly enough, Mike Sealski, the writer for the Inquirer, it was also in this league.
Oh, that weasel.
Yeah, that weasel. The guy that Jake Voracek just dunked on.
Dude,
that was hilarious. Anyways, and my dad got tossed out of this league, long story short, because he was being too physical. He was putting guys on the ground. And
of course, Large Joe
were like, dude, like, chill out. We're not in college anymore. Like, this is like
this is a men's league.
Yeah, this is like a rec league. Like, chill out. So
Everybody
yeah, my
chill out.
basketball days are far behind me as well. So it's
No, yeah, I feel that, brother. I feel
but
that.
yeah,
You know whose days are just ahead, just
the
over?
the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles, dude. Yes, with a little oop to the jam on the
Yeah.
segue into the birds.
Yeah.
Go birds.
Oh, birds.
Go birds. You see that guy was racist? Anyway. The Go Birds guy got canceled for some awful messages. That was horrible. Super disappointing.
I didn't
But
even know. I could totally. I 100% believe you, but I didn't know that.
yeah, very recently, I was like, oh, down he goes.
That sucks.
Down he goes. But who's not getting canceled? The actual team. Dude, these guys we got, they're kind of gamers, man.
They're just, it's the meme from The Godfather. I mean, it's like just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back. It's just Philly sports. It should be the official. It should be the official meme for Philadelphia sports.
God damn it.
Because let's get that going. I mean, I've tried to get it going on my own Twitter, but I don't have nearly enough followers.
Plenty of people do it. It's like but it's crazy that everybody feels that exact same way because it's the only way to feel. And we saw, I mean, those of you who are loyal listeners, loyal fans of the show know, we dropped the highlights. Seamus G has just also started cooking up those vertical Johns, those longer highlights and the reels, dude. The TikTok.
Reels.
We are on TikTok at Wolves of Broad ST, which is fantastic, as long as as well as Instagram and Twitter. But we were talking about Quez Watkins that day. That was before the preseason game. And we were talking about how he's going to be the second best receiver on this team behind Devontae Smith. And there he goes, breaks off a 79-yard screen from Joe Flacco. I know it's preseason, who cares? But that's impressive. He showcased elite speed. And then going into the joint practices with the Pats this week. Dude, we've got everybody cooking everybody. We've got Jalen Reagor making a catch one-handed. That was as good as the Odell Beckham catch.
It was up there. It was up there with the Odell Beckham. I think the only way that the Odell Beckham thing, there's two ways that the Odell Beckham catch surpasses the Reagor catch. One, it was in an actual game, and it was like Sunday Night Football. Two, he caught it with 3 fingers, which is absurd. But the fact that they can catch a ball at that velocity with one hand, like as big as that ball is, because that ball is big.
It's a large football.
I don't think people realize how big the actual like NFL football is. But it's big. Like it's really big. The fact that you can catch that at that velocity, that size object it's unbelievable. I mean,
it really is.
So and he did it, and he didn't even put like he didn't catch it one-handed and then like bring it in. He just caught it. He got his 2 feet in and threw it away. Never, not once, did his second hand even come close to the ball.
Didn't need it. Which is the best part. And then he talked his talk to the DB he caught it over, and to the reporters and team staff and everything. There's no sound on the video.
Oh, I know.
At Kyle is fine and at everything's fine. Kyle, he's great.
He's actually a good follow. Yeah, I like him.
I feel like we're kindred spirits. I feel like, we see he and I view Philly sports in a similar way, mostly through a lens of degeneracy and heresy. But
maybe we should get him on the show sometime. I like him.
You know what? Actually, I think that's a great idea. I think that's an excellent idea. But he said he's filing a Freedom of Information Act request to get that audio from the Philadelphia Eagles. And I'm more than happy to represent him in court.
So good.
I'm more than happy to, because I need to know what was said. I mean, and we saw Kayvon Wallace. We saw
Ryan, I shit you not. I just got a text from, like, I'm not even kidding, 30 seconds ago, right before you said that, from a Cowboys fan that I know. Sent me that tweet from Eagles Nation about Kayvon Wallace and Cam Newton, and he said, "This is the only thing that I'll ever appreciate from the Eagles." And I was like, hell yeah, dude! Like, handshake.
But
it's so weird that you just said that. Yeah, it's so weird that you just said that. I literally just got that tweet in my feed.
It was so great. He's just like, and then he's calling out like, "Oh, he's thrown to the running back just like that on cue, hits White in the flat." And then Jalen Reagor, with that catch, and then Quez Watkins burning J.C. Jackson bad with just pure speed and a little bit of footwork. Dude, that guy. Dude, I mean, he was the second fastest 40 in that draft. He ran a 4.35 in that
That's
draft.
absurd.
I mean, granted, Henry Ruggs III ran a 4.27, which is ridiculous.
Yes.
But Quez Watkins has got speed.
Jalen Reagor
for
too.
days. Dude,
Yeah.
Jalen Reagor's got speed. We have so much speed on this team.
Yeah. Well, back to Quez Watkins. The Jalen Reagor thing popped up in my head because apparently he ran like that 4.25 unofficial or something like that, and then just like shit his pants for the combine. But anyways, the Quez Watkins really looks like he has the ability to just absolutely take the top off of defenses. I mean, you saw it today. I mean, it's looking great. And not only does he have the speed, but the route running is phenomenal.
It's crisp. And I'm gonna be honest. I mean, did I pay a ton of attention to Quez Watkins' route running last year? Absolutely not. But I guarantee you got better. I guarantee you got better because he worked on it, and B, he's working with Nick Sirianni, who was a wide receiver in college and knows how to work with wide receivers. The thing is like people are like, why is he working with players? Why is he working with the skill players? I'm like, you don't want a former college wide receiver and former wide receivers coach working with your receivers? Like, if he's giving them too much time and attention, that's one thing. But if he's just teaching them about catching the ball and securing it, sharp route running, no banana routes. No banana routes.
No banana routes. That's right.
And we're seeing that at the Quez. We're seeing that out of Jalen.
Yeah, so great. Crisp as a Chips Ahoy cookie.
Crisp.
I think that I was listening to Ray Didinger this morning, and Ray Didinger is one of the last guys one of the last guys that's actually good on WIP. I really love Ray Didinger.
He's like one of three.
Yeah, one of three guys that's like actually good. Ike Reese is up there too. I like Ike Reese.
Yeah, of course.
I actually disagreed with Ray Didinger for the first time in my life today. That he said he wants Nick Sirianni to stop working with the wide receivers so much. I'm like, no. I know he's the head coach and he's got like experience as the wide receivers coach, but I want him to work as much with the wide receivers as he can because they're the youngest, most inexperienced group on this team.
Yes.
And he's got to see that. I mean, there's no other reason why he would be doing what he's doing because that is the only core right now where there is no pure veteran. I mean, I guess if you want to call Greg Ward a veteran, you could, but like,
that's the closest you're getting to a veteran receiver.
But that's the closest you're getting. So the fact that I think that he's just honing in on the wide receivers, I think it's going to pay dividends for the whole season. I think it's going to be great. But Ray Didinger was saying that he wanted him to take a step back from the receivers and just focus on the whole team, which I get. I mean, I get where he's coming from, but
I don't like it.
No, I like that he's focused in on the youngest part of the team because and he can relate to him in that sense too because he's one of the youngest coaches in the NFL that we got right now, like head coaches at least. So I can officially say I'm too excited for this season.
I'm really excited. I mean, if our offensive line stays healthy and pans out, obviously Mailata will be our starting left tackle.
Yes.
There's no question. I'm a genius. Just kidding. I just watch football and I could see that Andre Dillard was bad.
You're just logical. Yeah.
I'm just a logical person. I'm just a logical person that expresses himself in illogical ways. But with a healthy offensive line, Dallas Goedert, Zach Ertz, Devontae Smith, Jalen Reagor, Quez Watkins. If Quez is the Quez that we see right now, if that's what Quez is, dude, that's scary. And then we have Fulgham and Greg Ward as well. So we've got. I mean, it looks like Hightower's gonna get the shaft, but dude's got hands like bricks, and I'm sorry. Like he would get open.
Yeah,
with
what
the
is
speed.
this newfound love for J-Jaw that I'm seeing on the TL right now?
Dude,
what is that?
People are
I
freaks,
hate
dude.
Twitter. I hate Twitter so much.
Because they want to be right. People want to be right more than anything. People want that ego stroke. People want to feel superior to others because they saw that obscure take and they were the first with their foot in the door. Like, I mean, and here's the thing, that's one thing. If you think something and you're sticking to it and that's you, absolutely go for it. Like that's happened with Kevin McCormick more times than I can count, that he's been like, yo, this is the fucking guy. This guy is the truth. And then people are like, no. But then
No.
that guy pans out. Like, take a look at Isaiah Joe. He's going to be an NBA player, even with the injury. That sucks. Might have been a bad example. But there are people that are actually just right about things. And then there are the people that seek to be right. They crave to be right because they never got hugged and they didn't do well in school, which is not a marker of anything, but it still makes you feel inadequate. And I've been there. So these people, that's all they want to do is be right. So they're like, JJ Arcega-Whiteside is going to be great. He's going to be our red zone threat. Shut the fuck up, Travis Fulgham.
Haven't we cut him yet?
Dude, I don't know. He was a first-round pick before I knew how to tie my shoes.
Tim Tebow got cut before JJ Arcega-Whiteside did. Think about that.
Tim Tebow is twice the athlete JJ Arcega-Whiteside will ever be.
Yeah, think about that. JJ Arcega-Whiteside is still on an NFL roster, and Tim Tebow just got cut today. RIP. That sucks. I wanted Tim Tebow to work out so bad on something. I didn't care if it was with the Eagles. I wanted him to work out so bad because he is literally the nicest dude. I mean, I've never talked to him in person, but if you just see like his passion that he has for the game, but like he's such a good dude. Like it sucks that he couldn't make it. And he's probably I would say he's a top 20 college football player of all time. Right? Like
I would say
there.
so.
How many top 20 college football players of all time that are quarterbacks, at least, or that play a skill position, don't make it in the NFL? Like, it sucks.
Tebow, that was just such a weird thing.
It's terrible. I don't get it. And I don't think I was old enough for to actually analyze like the kind of team that he had around him at Florida, I guess. But
yeah, no. I mean, that's the thing is obviously, I mean, those teams were stacked. I mean, you're not going to win a national championship without being stacked. But, dude, I just wish Tebow had made that transition earlier in his career. I understand wanting to be viewed as a quarterback, but like he's like in his 30s now, probably, right? And then he's like, oh, now I'll play football.
No, and what? I forgot that he did a baseball stint there.
For the St. Lucie Mets.
He's such a great athlete. He made it to Double-A. Like, and I don't know how much that is of like a publicity stunt, like by the Mets, like trying to sell tickets or anything. But
I think he batted sub-2.
Did he?
Yeah,
not great. Not great.
I think he hit a nuke in his debut, though.
He did. I do remember that.
That was wild.
It was opposite field. I was an Oppo Taco.
Oppo Taco, the Oppo Power, dude. Dude, I love seeing Bryce just poke one out in the right field. Just boop, just kind of spoon one out there.
Mm-hmm. Bend his knees a little bit. Get it?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my god.
Well, hopefully we'll see one next week when we go. I think you're in on that, right? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. I don't even have.
That'll be our last hurrah before I go back to school. You know, because I haven't seen you all summer,
dude. What the? You know what? We won't get into it.
I think that's an off-air conversation. We have to have 2 off-air conversations now from earlier.
We do. Anything else, bro? Anything else?
No, I'm just way too excited for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's pretty much it. You know,
dude, Jalen Hurts he's in a great situation to
succeed. My god, we didn't even mention I cannot believe we did not mention Jalen Hurts that whole time we just had an Eagles conversation.
We're just rolling, crazy. Man. We're just rolling.
Jalen Hurts, from what I've seen on Twitter and stuff from like the experts, and Ray Didinger said this morning as well, and I trust Ray Didinger with my life. Said that he's got the locker room like in the palms of his hands. Right now.
Yeah,
meaning in the most positive way.
Yeah.
And what else could you ask for? I mean, he's got all the intangibles. We talk about the intangibles every time we bring up Jalen Hurts. But I think that he can be. Obviously I need to see more games, but everything that I've heard and seen so far, I mean, why can't he be the franchise quarterback?
I don't know. And it's so funny that people like, oh man, you know what? I probably could have put Joy Taylor in the doghouse too because of her asinine comments about the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't even want to give her the time of day, though.
What is that quarterback controversy? There's not one. Everyone knows there isn't one.
Literally,
the only reason Nick Sirianni hasn't named him into starter is because the front office is keeping their eye on the on the Deshaun Watson situation.
That's
Which
right.
they should just fucking stop. They should just
Yeah, they
stop.
should. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for that guy. But
No,
yeah, I
no
don't even want to
shit.
give that.
Like,
I don't even remember her name. I don't want to give her any time of day because that's literally the only reason she did it was to get some kind of publicity out of it. So I'm
yeah,
just
she
gonna
was trying to get play on the Wolves of Broad Street podcast.
Mhm.
Everyone's trying to
Everybody
get on the
is, it's
show. Everyone's trying to get us to talk about them to our tens of viewers. And
tens of viewers. And on that note,
Sam, give him the sign off.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to this edition of the Wolves of Broad Street podcast. This was an especially fun episode. Make sure you follow all the Wolves of Broad Street stuff on Instagram at Wolves of Broad ST, on Twitter at Wolves of Broad ST, and on TikTok at Wolves of Broad ST. All the stuff is on YouTube as well. Wolves of Broad Street. If you look it up, it's all there. There's a link tree in the bio, literally everywhere. I think we do a good job of that stuff. Big shout out to the Liberty Line Network at Liberty Line PHL on Twitter, thelibertyline.com. Buy a freaking shirt. And yeah, thanks to at the Philly Pod and at Drew Smith for letting us yell and scream about Philly sports on their network. And yeah, Seamus G, close us down, buddy.